Hello everyone, and welcome to this series on grade 9 math. Starting this series, we're going to be talking about sets, which are the first unit in the grade 9 curriculum. So first, let's start off by asking the question, what is a set? And simply, a set is a collection of elements or objects. And a set groups this collection together in a way that helps us use them later in other ways. So for example, let's look at a set that we're gonna call pets. Okay, and in this set, I want to put a bunch of objects, but I can't just write the objects right away. I'm going to use curly brackets to contain my objects. And for all sets here on, we're going to be using curly brackets to put them in a group together. So I'll just say dog, cat, fish, and then I'm going to close with another curly bracket, and in this way I am showing on paper what is in my set that I called pets. Alright, so basically this is what a set is, a collection of objects. The next thing I want to talk to you about is a couple of symbols. We're not going to talk about all the symbols we're going to be using, but just a couple of them to begin with. And the first one is going to be this symbol. It looks like a curved capital letter E, but it's not. And this symbol means an element of. The way to use this is, for example, I can say that dog and then use the symbol and then say pets. So in this way, I just said dog is an element of the set pets. All right. The opposite of this, if I want to say something is not an element of, I can say same symbol and then do a slash on it. All right, and this means not an element of. And the way to use it is I can say horse is not an element of pets. That's pretty much it for the symbols we're going to be talking about at the moment. All right. The next thing I want to talk to you about is something called cardinality. Now, what is that? This word basically means the number of objects that I have in a set. And the symbol I use for that is n of my set, which I'm still using the set pets right now. Okay? It describes the number of objects. Not the objects themselves, but how many of them I have in the set. And the way to use this is, again, I'm using the set pets. I can say n of pets equals, I have 1, 2, 3, so 3. So far, so good. Last thing I want to talk about in this video, I'm going to keep it short, is some common number sets. So for most of this unit, we're not going to be talking about pets or objects in the real world. We're going to be talking about sets that contain numbers. And the most common sets of numbers I want you to think about right now. First is a set of natural numbers. We usually give this the letter n. Okay, and natural numbers are numbers that start from 0, are whole numbers, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, up to infinity. So the set would look like this. N equals, again, curly brackets, and remember, between elements inside a set, we're putting commas to separate them. So it will be 1, 2, 3, and so on. The next one is the set of integers. Now, this is a little bit different from the set of natural numbers. We give it, first of all, we give it the letter z. But what is different about the set is that it doesn't start from 0. It actually covers all positive and negative whole numbers. So going all the way to positive infinity and down all the way to negative infinity as well. We do have a set of positive integers. Can you guess what this will contain? If you say from 0 to infinity, you're very close but not quite, because this set will contain, first of all, we note it as z plus, all right? And it contains all the numbers from 1, because 0 is not a positive integer, actually. So it contains all the numbers from 1 to infinity. And this is pretty much it for this video. It's just an introduction. In the next video, I will be talking more about the set operations we're going to be using for this chapter, and a little bit about how to visualize set operations and Venn diagrams and what Venn diagrams are. So hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.